Is this Bluetooth Player Plus speaker the speaker you need to have the perfect time with your friends out on the golf course? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited to talk to you guys about the Player Plus Magnetic Touch Smart Speaker from Bluetooth Golf. I saw this at the PGA Show back in January. It's been a few months, and then I saw it at the secondary PGA Show, the buying show here in Dallas, and got a lot of great responses on it. So Bluetooth sent me one. Let's do the unboxing and kind of check this thing out. So first of all, great picture of it on the front. Player Plus magnetic speaker. Here's all the things it can do. Touchscreen display, 360 audio experience, deep bass, hazard distances, visual and audible distances, driving distance, party mode pairing. So if you got a friend who's got one of these, they can also do it as well. There's a magnetic strip on it. It works as a power bank. You can have your phone in your pocket up to 100 feet, 10 hours of battery, and it's waterproof. So let's check it out and open this thing up, see how it goes. So the first thing, this pretty sweet little pull tab here. We get it open. It's got the Player Plus here. 1 year premium free. That's pretty sweet. You can kind of see that there. So you do get a year of their premium when you get it. Here's their quick guide other languages. Some cool Bluetooth stickers. We got a pretty cool Bluetooth sticker there. Something else in here. Oh, a little microfiber, a branded microfiber cloth for cleaning the screen. So that's pretty sweet. Let's see, we got this little box here. Let's check that out. If I had to assume, I'd assume this is probably the power cord. But, you know what they say. Yep, there it is. Nice little USB cord, USB-C connection. So, pretty sweet there. Actually feels like a pretty nice little cord. And this little strap that's going to attach to it so it can attach to your bag. So, yeah, nice feeling cord, decent cord there. So, pretty high quality. All right, so let's actually get the speaker out. Nothing else in the box. Let's see if there's anything under this. Doesn't appear that there is. In fact, it's kind of a pain to get out if they put anything under it. Oh, no, it's glued in. It's glued in there, so nothing else is going to be in there. So let's take a look. Let's get this thing open. All right. Got it open. So the first thing I notice, it's actually not as heavy as I thought it would be. Something this big feels like it should be a lot heavier than it actually is. But this isn't too bad. So, best part of any electronics purchase. Oh, that's the best feeling. So, yeah. Overall, nice little package here. If there's one thing Bluetooth does well, it is great branding and some really nice quality packaging. Yeah, so far, pretty good. Let's get it out on the course. Let's see how it does out there. I'm going to download the app. I'm going to try this thing with no app, and we're going to try it without the premium app, and then we're also going to try it with the premium app. So, yeah, that's the unboxing of the Bluetooth Golf Player Plus speaker with GPS. Let's see. Let's actually turn it on first before I sign off completely. Let's try figuring this thing out real quick. Oh, now we're on. Okay. Screen. It's not hooked up to my phone, so nothing's really going on with it. But, yeah, screen comes on. Made a loud noise when it started up. All right. Well, there we go. Bluetooth Golf. Look forward to doing the full review, but wanted to show you what you get in the package when you do buy it. This is a really nice feeling speaker. I like the kind of mesh over here. The screen, super nice, feels good. The magnet on the back is nice and big. You can kind of see that there. The strap goes in here. Looks like you're getting speakers all the way around. Oh wow, that's really thick. That is definitely waterproof. Look how thick this is. You can see how thick that is. But there it is for you to charge in and charge out. Put that back in there. Yeah, pretty sweet. Not too bad, Blue Tees. Not too bad. To talk about some of the features that this thing has and to see how it does out on the course. So the first thing you'll notice right here is this touch screen that actually swipes and does different things. It'll tell you how far you've hit it, your score, all of that kind of stuff. That's pretty sweet. It's got this button right here that you can program to do a bunch of different things. I've programmed it to give me the yardage.
Front 378, center 395 yards, back 411.
So that's pretty cool there too. But in addition to that, it also does Bluetooth speaker, so that's really nice. So you get a Bluetooth speaker and a GPS here. Now, it's pretty sweet. It is very large. I mean, you can see this thing in my hand, and I'll admit I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but still pretty dang big for a speaker. But it's not that heavy. So let's fire this thing up. Let's play a few more holes with it. Get some speaker ratings on it. See how it sounds. See if we like the way it sounds, how loud it can get, how the bass and everything sounds on it, and then how accurate. I forgot to mention the fact that it has this giant magnet on the back, so that it just sticks right to the cart. It's pretty sweet. You just take it out and yeah, stick it to the cart. Sticks in. I've gone over some pretty big bumps and haven't had any problems with it so far. So in terms of its ability to stick to the cart, if you worry about it coming off, it takes a little bit of a pull to really get that thing moved. All right, so the most important thing when dealing with the GPS or something like that is accuracy. And I gotta say, this one right here, pretty accurate. So you'll see here, it says to the center 326. They use the GPS on the cart. It also says 326. So pretty accurate there from the tee box. And we can look at this as we step out of the cart, but this is kind of a cool little feature here.
Front 100, center 115 yards, back 130.
Let's talk about some of the other features this Bluetooth Player Plus speaker has. So in addition to the touchscreen, the GPS, the speaker function, it does some cool GPS actual function. So it'll tell you your driving distance in the app. You hit the track button and it will start tracking that for you. I don't really hit it, so yeah, it's not something I'd use a ton. It'd probably be really fun if you're out with your friends and you can kind of talk a little smack with that. And then you can do driving distance along with what hole you're on, your score, all of that. There's just your random scorecard right there. All right, this is to some hazards. And if you have multiple hazards on a hole, it'll give you all that info as well. So then we go here. There's your green center, front, and back. And you could swipe on this. And yeah, there's your driving distance and all that again. So pretty cool feature there. That I think a lot of people should be using. And yeah, really, really nice of it to do that. Another feature that it does is one that I don't really foresee me ever using, but it is something that it can do, and that is link up with other devices. So if you have a friend who has one of these, if you and your friends all get one, you can all listen to the same song at the same time. It'll actually link it up with other ones. So pretty cool there. That you can do that. Yeah, so some really cool features. Some stuff you may use, some stuff you may not. I am not a big fan of the driving distance. I just won't ever use it. And then if one of my friends gets one of these, we'll definitely link it up. But so far, just me with it. But pretty cool stuff that you can do with it. More cool features that it has is it will track your club distances for you with the premium subscription. It will track them. And then it'll even suggest some clubs for you to hit based on your carry, based on your distances, that kind of stuff. And so kind of a cool feature. Not one that I'm particularly huge on using with this GPS speaker, but if that's something that interests you, it's a really cool feature to be able to use. And so far, it seems to work okay. I'm registering all my clubs in with this, so we'll see how it goes in the future, and I'll definitely update you guys on that. But so far, so good on the speaker. About the most important aspect of a speaker, and the most important aspect of a speaker is how does it sound, right? We want a speaker that sounds really, really good and can get kind of loud and all of that. And to be honest with you guys, this thing will get pretty loud. I'd argue that it gets probably a little too loud for the golf course. Out here on the golf course, I found myself really at most having it at half to 3/4 loud on its loudness. So yeah, I think it gets plenty loud. I think it sounds really good. You know, some speakers can get a little too bassy and kind of shake your cart and do things like that. This is really nice. The most important aspect when you're playing golf is having the music loud enough so as you hit a ball, you want the sound to come out of the sides. And the Bluetooth speaker, or the Bluetooth Player Plus speaker, as a speaker, it works great. You know, I told you a lot of the good things. The GPS is really cool. The speaker works really well. But there's got to be some negatives, right? It's not always rainbows and butterflies out here. There's got to be something kind of wrong with it. And let me tell you, there is. So one of the big things with this was how much of a pain it was to kind of set up. I actually went the first 3 holes just using the app and using it as a regular speaker because I couldn't get it to link up with my phone. It would link up as a Bluetooth speaker, but not the GPS data. The app worked fine and the speaker worked as a speaker, but not the GPS. So a little bit of a pain point there. I would also say a couple of times here in the late holes, it said that my phone lost internet, but Spotify was still working. I was still able to get on Twitter, those kind of places. So not really sure what happened there. And the app seemed to crash. Now, I was able to close the app, open it back up, and it kept my round, and everything there was really good. But yeah, there was definitely a problem with it in terms of its stability. I don't know if that's a thing that happens a lot or what, but that's definitely something, a little cause for concern here. Overall, the speaker worked on probably 15 of the 18 holes, but it did take a little bit of time to get it set up, and it took a little bit of, and we had a couple of those crashes, so not the best in terms of the stability of it. I think as we play more rounds with it, we can kind of do an update on it, but so far, I would say it's mainly positive on it, though. All right, so let's talk about our final thoughts and everything on this speaker. Overall, I'd give it an A-, to be honest with you guys. The setup issues were definitely an issue and took away from an overall really cool experience, a really nice experience. The screen is nice and big. You can see it from a decent distance. It's touchscreen. It moves really easy. Everything works really well on it. The GPS is accurate. I've got 146 here. I got 144 on the course GPS. Not going to make a huge difference in my game, those 2 yards to the center. The speaker's nice and loud. The sound quality is really good on it. But overall, it was a really, really, really good experience with this speaker. Setup issues aside, everything you want out of the speaker, sound, the GPS being correct, a lot of that kind of stuff, really, really good on it. I really liked it. But yeah, that setup was just kind of a pain and takes it down a few notches for me. So overall, Bluetooth speaker, really nice. Really, really quality. It feels really nice in the hand. Feels like a quality product. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the Bluetooth Player Plus speaker.